Hello skaters or athletes, thanks a lot for tuning in and welcome to this video. My name is Victor Halthorpe. I'm an Olympic speed skater, inline skater, ice skater, and in this video I'm going to show you a new exercise that I recently came across that one of my coaches, Ryan Shimbukuro, the US national team coach, he taught me, and I've loved it. I've loved it ever since. I've done it in almost every dryland workout I've been doing, and I just wanted to share that exercise with you guys. The main reason for this is because I really think it's the best exercise when you want to carry over what you do in shoes onto the wheels or the blades on the ice. So the idea of this exercise is that you do the classic dry skate, so like a jump to the side, and then you continue in one or two small hops to the side, which is then really gonna engage those muscles that you use when you do a double push or simply just go on the outer edge. In this video, I'm going to use my wear bands to add some resistance so that in each stroke, each push, I just simply train my muscles a little more and I get to activate all the minor muscle groups that we use when skating, but maybe not so much in daily life. I recommend you to get one of these, discount code below, but let's get to the exercise. So I think I'm just going to take you through the exercise step by step, but it's basically what I just explained. Of course, to fully do this exercise correctly, it's going to take a bit of practice and you can't just go straight into it the way I'm doing it. However, it is still a simple exercise and it doesn't require that much strength, so I'm pretty sure with a little bit of time you will get it right. So as for all exercises, you start out in the basic position. So get down in a 90-degree knee bend, as you can see here. You can fit a fist here. It's ideal, elbows out here, be able to touch the ground. So that's the position you would want to start in. Goes for almost any dryland exercise. So you go down to that position, and then the goal is to extend the leg and go straight sideways, move horizontally. So no jumping up, no tilting down. Shoulders would want to be flat to the ground. Same goes for the hip, because that's what we want to carry over on our inlines or our ice skates. So we go down here, and then as we push to the side, instead of the usual either dry skate with a little extra push or imitations where we simply fall onto it, we push off, and then as we push, when this leg starts to come back here, we use that momentum, we use this force to the side to continue that movement over here. So there's two different ways to do it. You can either do a single jump or a double jump. I like the double jump idea because it's gonna even further use these muscles. It's gonna practice even more of that momentum to the side that we know from the double push and from the outer edge, whether we're inline skaters or ice skaters. So I'm now just gonna demonstrate how it looks in motion, and then we'll talk a little more details afterwards. So get into position. So the whole idea behind this exercise is that we're able to kind of get on the outer edge. The reason for this is when we skate well, we are going to spend a lot of time here. And that's mainly the biggest downside, if you ask me, about dryland or off skate or slideboard for that matter, is that we don't ever get to practice being out here. Of course, in order to not fall onto the side, which is totally okay if you're new to this, I myself do it quite often because I simply get too much lean. That's fine. But that's the issue with off skate and dryland, is that we don't get to practice that outer edge. Where this exercise, you do get that. You do really get it here. You get to catch it here. It's a little bit the idea of the exercise that I presented to you guys before called outward hops, where we simply get down in that same position and do small jumps to the side like that. The difference here is that we also practice that movement, the recovery, and the timing of it. So really, if you nail this, you will feel that same, very similar feeling to when you do a double push, where this leg comes together here. You can almost see it from the side. It comes together here, and that generates this push to the side. Very important thing, key thing for this exercise is for your upper body to be stable. Don't let that jump up and down, otherwise you're going to do the same when skating, and that will by no means generate any speed, quite the opposite. So keep that flat, keep these flats, push to the side, and then as this goes in, pull it almost towards the other leg, but keep it relaxed. The reason it goes together is not because you flex your legs or tighten them up. It's simply just that lean, and legs tend to be pulled together if you do this. So let that come in there and then use that momentum, counterweight to do the jump. I will also just show you the exercise from the side so you can get an idea of how it actually goes, how I'm not just going from side to side here with them. It does do a bit of a recovery, so I have that force from behind here, so use that to the side. All right, that was pretty much it for this exercise. If you have questions, if there's something you didn't feel like I explained well, let me know in the comments. I'll make sure to get back to that either in a comment or in a brand new separate video. You might have seen some of my other videos. If not, this is my channel and there is more than 200 different videos on skating basically. So feel free to have a look at those. If not, subscribe and you'll be updated when there's new videos. This band that I was wearing here, the Whir bands, big fan of these. I use them for all my dryland workouts. The idea, as you can see, is simply just adds more resistance, which is why I'm really out of breath right now because it just adds more gravity. And then once you take them off, well, you will really feel that you took another step up because you did everything with extra resistance. It's really nice because you can practice the same movements that you would usually do instead of going to the gym, putting on heavy weights, risking injuries and doing things differently. You can't do a squat without having your back straight, at least not for long without getting injured. But with these guys, I can do everything in my skating position and just add whatever resistance I would want. These come with different resistance levels. These ones are quite easy, which I would also recommend you guys to go with for exercise like this, because it's still pretty technical. But then if you do simple up downs or things like that, well, you can add a little more resistance. They're called Whir bands. There's a link in the description where you save, I think it's 15%, or you'll find it just below. I recommend it to all skaters of really all levels. Great idea just to get more out of your time at practice, or even better, just be able to get more strength out of the time you put in there. That was it for now. I'm Victor Thorp. I'll see you for the next skating video.